Inside Huntsville with Brenda Martin, a conversation with department heads at City Hall on streets, ball fields, public safety, and more. And also with our community partners that add economic security, support education, and enhance the city's quality of life.
Hello, I'm Brenda Martin with Inside Huntsville, and thanks for joining me today. Parent Initiative began in 1993 with co-directors Mary McDowell and Jean Oakley. They have served thousands of parents and children in local schools nationwide as well. They are here today to share the journey and success of this one-of-a-kind program. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda.
It's been a while. We've been trying to do this now for over a year, I think.
We have, and we're glad to be here.
We are excited to be here.
So we're really glad to at least to have you. What is Second Mile Parent Initiative?
You know, we are excited to be here as Second Mile is getting ready to celebrate 30 wonderful years. It's so neat to be able to share with you about Parent Initiative. And it started almost 25 years ago in Terry Heights. And we started there and have now moved to 15 schools in the city, as well as our Second Mile preschool. But when we first started, we thought that we had a Second Mile preschool and we wanted to keep that parent involvement going and that interest in the school. So we expanded into Terry Heights School and then later into West Huntsville and then into more schools. And what we have found that it's a program that works well in any school. It's particularly worked well for us in our Title I schools to increase parent involvement and promote parent education, because we have found when a parent is in their schools and so excited to be a part of their schools that the child will do better academically, developmentally, and socially. In every way, when a parent is involved in the schools, that child succeeds.
Now you mentioned Title I schools. Is it just for Title I schools?
No, it can be in any school, as we will tell you later on about all the different ways we are involved in schools. But we have just found, because what happened is later on, No Child Left Behind program as it entered had a mandate requiring parent involvement. We were already doing this before that happened because we saw how important that was. So we were already doing that, and we have worked through PTAs because we want to empower parents, and we also team a parent, a community person with someone else to empower parents. And now again, we are using that in 15 schools currently in our Huntsville City schools here, partnering with Huntsville City Schools.
That's great. So that's wonderful growth, is it not?
We are thrilled, and we love partnering with our Huntsville City Schools.
Yes, thanks, Jean, for sharing that information. Now, Mary, Jean mentioned that you go into schools to help parents become more involved. Well, how do you accomplish that?
Well, in our full Parent Initiative program, as Jean mentioned a minute ago about us working alongside PTA and those type things, we go into a school first off with our first goal to empower parents. We want parents to start developing a pride and an ownership of being in that school, and we have found to work alongside their PTA is one great way to do that. We work to revitalize PTAs, to build stronger PTAs. For instance, this year we went into Hereford, a brand new school, and we placed someone there to actually go in and help them develop their new PTA. So they will look for those parents that have a willing heart to be involved, and our coordinators through Parent Initiative will walk beside them in learning what they're supposed to do for their duties. We will learn what the school needs in the way of parent involvement, and as we get to know parents, as we work in the school, we will start plugging parents into those spots. For instance, if the library needs help. We have community volunteers, but we want the parents to take that ownership and come in and do those jobs and do that work that is so important for them.
That's wonderful, and I'm sure they're glad to be there to assist.
They are, and as we find those parents, we're trying to build leadership skills with those parents. One way that we do that is through our parent parties.
Okay, and that was my next question, Jean. Talk about the parent parties. Of course, everybody loves a party.
Absolutely,
Okay.
and that brings, the point is, everyone does love a parent party, and we do that so people can make education fun. I mean, we know
yes.
that education can be so much fun, and that we want to, the reason we started a parent party, Mary and I had been doing parent meetings for years, and it was pie meetings, and we would have meetings, and one day we were looking at each other and we thought, you know what, these meetings are okay, but we need something a little more exciting, a little more fun, something that's not intimidating to the parents.
Yes, okay.
And so Mary and I said, what's fun? A party. So we said, let's have a parent party, and we can have just lots of fun and make it interactive. And when parents come to the school, a school can already be intimidating to a parent.
Sure.
We want them to feel that invitation to be a part of the school, needed in the school.
Yes.
And when we have a parent party, we have so much fun, and we present education in an interactive way so that we use all the auditory, the visual, and the tactile ways of learning, so that when we have the actual keys to success, which we'll talk about, and we have the games to interact, we're learning from each other. We're not coming in to say, we've got the information, here's this. We come instead to say, you've got this information, let's empower you. Let's let you see and help them to become more effective parents, learning parent education, as well as how important their involvement is in the schools.
So is this what makes it fun? I mean,
It makes
we
it
have
so much
lots
fun.
of things that make
We
our parent
do,
parties
we do.
fun. We do. Of course, you can't have a party without food, right, Jean? So
Exactly,
we feed our
right.
parents.
that's number one on
That's
the list.
number one.
Absolutely, gotta feed 'em.
That's right. And we just want to build that welcoming atmosphere. And one thing that we do is we celebrate our parents' birthdays monthly.
yes, okay.
We
Absolutely.
realize that a lot of our parents are from single-parent homes, and so they don't get a lot of celebration themselves. So we celebrate their birthdays, but we are also celebrating them for being involved with their children's education. And we continually talk about that, of how important it is for them to be involved in their children's education. And other ways that we make it fun is we have prizes, Brenda.
Okay.
But there's a little bit of a difference in the type prizes we give. Our prizes, they earn prizes for the games that they play. If the winners get prizes, we give birthday presents from our prize table as well. But our prizes are things that parents can go home and interact with their children, like children's books, flashcards, games to play with your children. These are all the type prizes that we use with our parents. And the fun thing about it is the children know that if their parent comes to a parent party, they get something for their parent being there. So there's a little bit, helps them to remember to take those flyers home to mom and dad.
Mary, I think we need to do our motto.
Oh, we do need to do our motto.
okay.
We
What
have a
is
motto
it?
that we do.
And we
that
start
do.
all our parent parties this way.
And we don't have them today, but on all our tables are shakers, parent party little shakers, noise makers, so that people really understand we're celebrating. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, together.
No more meetings for us. Let's have a party.
Woo! And we get so excited and we clap and we do our shakers and
So we really do try to keep it fun, and even, education is our primary focus, but who says education can't be fun?
That's right.
should be.
Share with me, what is the reaction of the parents? How do they react to this?
Oh, they're filled with joy, but I think they feel important. They
Okay.
feel celebrated.
Yes.
They know that we need them in the school. We help. It's all about building relationships. We're building
Yes.
those relationships with them and saying, you are needed here, you are wanted here, you are celebrated in your school.
And some of our parents get excited because they get to meet other parents that have on the same grade level that their child is. And as parents, we all want to find families that we feel good about letting our children interact with.
That's
And
right.
so that's another way, building those relationships goes into all all facets.
Well, I understand parent parties have been effective in many of our city schools. What about other local communities and where else in the country?
Well, this is what's so exciting. If you had told us almost 25 years ago we would be where we are today, we
Yeah.
would have gone, oh my goodness,
No way,
but God knew. So we're really excited about that because we have reached out beyond Huntsville. We are in 49 states now with our curriculum that we'll show you later with our parent parties curriculum. We are in actually Canada and Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, and that's exciting as well because what we found is that we have everything you need for a parent party. So we go to Title I, National Title I Convention, we go to the national PTAs, we've been to our state PTAs, we've been to parent involvement conferences, and we've done that and we promoted our curriculum. Our main goal is to do it here, but if it works with us in Huntsville, we want it to work around the United States.
So you were able to share this information by the fact that you go around to other conferences and so on.
And we also have a website.
Okay.
And our website, you can get on that, parentparties.com is our website. And that we have a video on there, but you can buy your curriculum. You can see it and then buy it right directly from online.
Okay.
And so we have it in, like I said, all those 49 states in different school systems all around the nation.
Right here
It's
from
just
Huntsville,
exciting. I know.
Alabama, isn't
Right,
that
and Brenda, we
wonderful?
brought one of our kits that
Hey,
a
you
school would
brought one.
receive from us
Yes.
if they wanted to take parent parties and have parent parties in their schools. And it will have 2 years, school year programs,
Okay.
18 different sessions. Our Parent Parties 1 and our Parent Parties 2. They will get some promotional buttons like Jean and I are wearing today that says, ask me about parent parties for the key people that are promoting it. They'll get posters to laminate and use over and over in their schools. There's a tote bag in here. And we also have, we call them our car line signs. And they say parent party today in English on one side and Spanish on the other.
Wonderful,
Our
yes.
curriculum is all in English and Spanish.
In Spanish. Great to know. So now, what is that exactly?
Well, these are
Yes.
the topics that are in there. We've got a flash drive, and this Mary's holding year 1 curriculum that goes for 9 months
Okay.
for a once a month parent party, and I'm holding year 2.
all on a little flash drive.
And you don't have to necessarily do it in the order. You can mix it up or use it for different things. Some of our different topics are all across the board of what parents need in parent education.
What are some of the topics?
Yeah, and what we did, we just did them one by one and tested them in our and as Mary and I wrote them, we used our schools as our testing ground here in Huntsville and found out what worked and didn't. So these are some of the topics that we have. We have like Read, Do, Achieve, which is teaching parents how to be more effective readers with their children at home and giving them tips. But we also did that in game format. We also have the one we're doing this month is preparing your child for school. So our keys to successful parent, which are on these flash drives, which you can download, have the keys there would be everything you know that you need to do as a parent to prepare your child for school.
Okay.
And we do that in a discussion format at the party. That's the educational piece. And then we do this wonderful party game that we do a school scavenger hunt, and we divide into teams, and we go all over the school and say, we want to be a successful school, and we want to be a key to that success as a parent. And we go meet the principal, and we go to the library, and so that way parents feel a part of the school and not intimidated by the school. They can feel like, okay, now I know this school, this is where my children are walking, this is where my children are. And that's the one we're doing this month in 12 of our schools this month as well. We also have a Pingo card, Parent Involvement Nurtures Great Opportunity. And it's a little card that they get the very first parent party, and it's played like bingo. They get to mark off in any direction all the different ways throughout the year that they can be involved as a parent.
Okay.
So it might have one, they mark themselves, read to my child every day. They mark that off. It may be come for a parent conference. The teacher would sign that off. When they come to a parent party, they get marked off.
Okay.
Then when they come to a parent party, they get awarded from our educational prizes. and they, for each bingo that they get up to 3, they fill their whole card out across the school. They get recognized as a most outstanding parent volunteer
Oh, that's gotta
at their
be.
children's award ceremony at the end of school.
It's got to be real special.
It is very
Yes.
special, and that's just a few of ours. I mean, we have Cooking Up Math, which we do with cooking, and
Okay.
talking about how everything is a learning experience.
Yes.
And teaching parents at home, you are your child's first teacher.
Right, right.
So
What a gift. Who can lead the parent party, Mary?
Well, when we developed our kit, we designed it so it does not have to be an educator. It can be anyone that has an enthusiasm and a heart or passion for getting parents involved. We do think that that's very important because it's only going to be as good as the person leading it. So finding that enthusiastic person is first and foremost, someone that has that passion to go into the schools and really wants to help parents to become more educated and more involved. And in Huntsville City Schools, we are a team of 2. We've partnered with Huntsville City Schools, so we have a parent initiative coordinator that partners with Huntsville City Schools parent coordinator. And they facilitate the parent parties in each of our schools. And we have a wonderful, wonderful team this year of about 20 people going into our schools. And I mean, this is a great group of people. They are very enthusiastic. They have what it takes. And so our team always goes in striving to make every parent feel important and to feel needed there. And that's our aim as we begin the new school year.
It's okay. Can you add to that, Jean?
well, we also have found it is a true partnership. It's not only that who's leading our parent parties, but it's also working with our schools. That our schools, we need to be partnering because they're the ones that create this welcoming atmosphere. We can do it at the parent party, but they do it every day.
That's good. Yes.
So we need our principals, our front office, our teachers, support staff to really welcome our parents and see the importance that they are needed in the school and that
Yes.
they have a very vital role to play in
Yes.
the school. And we have found that that happens when we're working in partnership with each other and we create that celebration of parents being in the school. And some of the ways we do that is that we just have our principal or a representative from the school come to every parent party, our PTA meetings to greet, to tell them what ways the parents can be involved in the schools, why they are needed in the schools. We also encourage and support PTA and try to work in and through PTA. And
That's
PTA
good.
can make announcements at our parent parties.
Yes.
And through Parent Initiative too, we encourage and work through PTA that we want them to be empowered as well. And
It's a great partnership.
it is a wonderful partnership, and we do that communication in all kinds of ways. We have our parent party sign, as Mary showed you a minute
Yes,
ago. We have all school call that's sent out from the school. We make personal phone calls.
Okay.
We give out carpool flyers. We send out flyers. So we really make every effort to say to those parents, we
You're
want you,
important.
and you're important, and you're
Yes.
needed, and to take pride in their school.
Right.
And we communicate with our Spanish parents as well.
Very
we have
important. We have a
coordinators.
large population here in
It is
Huntsville.
growing.
Yes.
It is growing.
Because every parent party, we have someone there. If there is a Spanish population in that school, we have someone there to teach in Spanish.
In Spanish. Now, you're in 15 schools at this point. So what are you doing to get in the other schools
Oh, like the schools, you mean outside of Huntsville?
outside of Huntsville?
Okay.
Okay. We yearly we go to the National Title I Conference where we're interfacing with other schools from all over the nation. And Brenda, you would be surprised that as we have interaction with these people from all over the United States, we find they all have the same issues that we have here in Huntsville.
And have the same concerns,
And
right?
have the same concerns. They have the same concerns, and we are so thankful that we have something that we can bring to them that maybe will help them in promoting their parent education and their involvement in their schools.
Beyond those schools, we also need our community. of Huntsville.
Good point.
And in every community across the nation, you need that. It takes a village to raise a child, and
Yes.
that is so true. So we have all of our schools we try to have adopted by a church, adopted by a local nonprofit, Aquinas Club, Optimus Club, all those wonderful clubs. We try to invite people to come in, and we try to be a catalyst for that, to include the larger community to come in and support the parents, work alongside of them, not take the place of the parents,
Not take
but
the
to
place, yes.
empower and work alongside so that it becomes a school system that is loved by the whole city and is supported by the whole city.
We certainly appreciate your leadership in this effort.
Thank you so
Very
much.
important effort. Now, if we want to learn more information about Parent Initiative, how do we do it?
Just give us a personal phone call at Second Mile. You can talk to Jean or myself. We would love to talk to you. Our telephone number is 256-533-2766. Or you can email us. We love to get your emails at parentparties@secondmile.net.
Oh,
So we
great.
would
You've
love
got a special email even.
We do.
And our website, parentparties.com.
yes, yes.
Anyone can go to that and see more about us in that
About what
too.
you're doing, yes.
But we have been so honored and so glad that you have allowed us this opportunity to talk with you today. And we want to make you a special Parent
We
Parties
certainly do.
honorary member.
Goodness.
And so
We're going to give you one of our tote bags today,
I love
Brenda.
it. I love it. You know, I love bags.
You can just carry this around, and when anybody says, ask me about parent parties, you can tell them all about,
all about
it.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much.
So glad.
Thank you.
We thank you.
And I love the school bus here. Right? Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
have certainly been great leaders in this effort, and we thank God for you.
Thank you.
That,
Thank you
thanks
so
that
much.
you're doing it.
Our children
love
are
what we
important.
do.
We
Yes,
do love
yes.
that.
You've
Love
been
our
in it
parents.
You've been in it a while too, haven't you?
Almost 25 years now. So we're passionate about this, and we love our parents, but we know that it starts first with parents.
Yes.
If parents get their priorities and their home in order for children, then those children will thrive. And we just want them to feel that. And
Our greatest passion, that parents will be involved in their children's education.
absolutely,
And they want to be.
they do want to
Yes,
be.
they
That is-
want to
that is-
be.
They
They do
so
want to be.
And we get to see that all the time and celebrate
do.
that.
Boy, that's got to be a great feeling for each of you.
We love it.
On
Our
a daily
parents are great,
basis.
and our staff, and just it's been a joy.
All right. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. My guest today has been Mary McDowell and Jean Oakley from Second Mile Parent Initiative Program, a fun way to learn great parenting skills. That's my show for today. I'm Brenda Martin for Inside Huntsville, a great place to live, work, and play.